What's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here, back with a new short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto Has Scarlet, which is powers, and yeah guys, it's an unscripted movie as well. Now before continuing this, I would like to address to you, especially Chad. I don't know what to do with your what if, my guy. It's what if Naruto had ultra ego? What do you want me to do? Make him egotistical or something like that? Yeah, it's quite confusing. Other than that, I have been getting a lot of ideas, very a lot of ideas. I'm really thankful to all of you for giving me your kind suggestions. I will be making them all, but you gotta understand, I too need some rest, and other than that, I need some time to make what ifs. And when I am constantly thinking of what ifs, I just come up with an entirely new idea, just like this one. So I hope you don't mind, and if you haven't, then please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without further ado, let's begin with our story. It begins with 13-year-old Naruto Uzumaki walking towards his sensei, who was outside the hospital room. The said room was for his other teammate Sasuke Uchiha, who was resting after getting his curse mark seal fixed. Yes, our story continues in the preliminary rounds ending, as there was a month gap for training for the students who have passed that set round, and Naruto was one of them. As he was in front of Kakashi Hatake, his sensei. Sensei, I need your help with training against Neji. I vowed that I will avenge Hinata. Naruto, I can't help you. Wait, why? Naruto said, quite shocked about this. As his sensei, who didn't even bother to look up from the book, said these words. Sasuke needs my help, and I have been ordered by the council to do so. And I can't help you out here, but you're my sensei. I am your charge. I am one of your getting. How come you're not going to help me? Naruto asked. He was quite confused by this. I'm sorry, Naruto, but I can't. You just have to figure out something on your own. If I break the rule, then I will be punished. Sorry about this. As without any further words exchange, Hatake left in a leaf sunshine. Naruto was flabbergasted by this. Was his own sensei saying that he was useless or not worth it? Or was he just following orders? What was it he didn't know at the time? As at the night time, we see Naruto sitting in his apartment. As he didn't go anywhere, he just went home. He was quite confused what to do about with the whole month for himself. He couldn't go to the library to get some scrolls, but the librarian wouldn't let him near those scrolls. He could ask for help from his Gigi, but he was too busy for him right now, as his mind was racing a mile when he didn't knew when he was falling asleep. As his eyes opened suddenly, he was laying in a pool of water. As he got up, Where am I? Come closer, kid, said a gruff voice. Fox, what does he want? Come closer and I will tell you. As Naruto walked towards the cage, and soon he saw a giant cage with a seal on it, as the visage of the giant Kyuubi no Kitsune was in front of him. What do you want, Fox? Listen, Naruto, I'm going to be honest here. Your mother and I were friends. Yeah, right. Like I was gonna believe that. Nice try, Kyuubi. No, really. I'm going to be totally honest here, Naruto, and this is serious. I am not joking. Kyuubi, this is enough. I know that I am an orphan and I don't know about my parents, even if you do. And even if you really do, I don't care. Because I am scared to find out. I am honestly scared to know that if they abandon me, or if they died, they are dead, Naruto. But there are a part of their soul sealed inside, along with me in that seal. If you open that seal up, one of your parents will appear. Like I said, I knew it was your trick. You want me to rip open the seal. I vow that I won't even budge from this place. As Naruto's eyes were widened, why was Kyuubi being so nice to him? I know what happened, Naruto. Look, I have seen the memories of your past 13 years of life, and I'm sorry for being an asshole previously, for taking over your body in the land of waves. But you gotta understand, Naruto. I wasn't in control. I will tell you my side of the story, alongside your parents, if you rip that seal open. I promise I won't escape. Fine, I'll do it. As in Naruto's mind, he was thinking, like would anyone would care that if he's dead or not. And on the brighter side, if he is dead, then he will more likely go and meet his parents in the afterlife, hopefully, and get some answers there. As Kyuubi moved his paw outside of the seal, climb on it, kid, as Naruto did, reluctantly, as Kyuubi lifted him up near the seal as Naruto ripped it open. As suddenly, he saw that two figures appeared. Naruto? Is that you? Naruto turned around to see a huge blonde man with blue eyes and tan skin, wearing the Hokage robes. It was none other than the Yellow Flash, Minato no Mikaze, the fourth Hokage of the Hidden Leaf Village. Lord Fourth, what are you doing here? As he remembered the Kyuubi's words. One of your parents might appear. Wait, are you my... Yes, Naruto, I am. As suddenly he was punched in the gut. You bastard! Do you know what I went through for the past 13 years? I had to go through each and every dumpster just to find food so I could survive. I have survived cold winters, out in night, in the alleyways. I have gotten beaten and nearly raped one night. All thanks to you, you bastard, and you had to go and die. Naruto said, visibly shaking, as suddenly, seal started to crack. Red sword of mana was surrounding it, as Naruto's hands and eyes glowed red. There was no slit in them. Oh no, the powers, they're manifesting again. Kurama, you have to do something, on it. As Kyuubi started to calm Naruto down by sending waves of his calming chakra, soothing Naruto a bit. As Naruto fell unconscious. He didn't know how long he was unconscious, and after that, when he woke up, he saw that there was a red-headed woman with pale skin and violet eyes in front of him. Who are you? As the woman then said, I am your mother, Naruto. Kachan, is that really you? Yes, Naruto, it is me. As the said mother hugged her son, who cried, as she said, it's alright, Naruto, let it all out. Kachan's here for you now. As Naruto started to cry, letting out 13 years worth of all sorrows that he was holding within his heart, and all the sorrowfulness. As the said mother also shared some tears with her son, as Minato was standing away from Naruto, looking down, he felt extremely guilty. Kyuubi has showed them the memories of their son's life, and let's just say they were beyond enraged, and Minato was enraged at Kakashi nonetheless as well for what he did. Naruto, I'm going to instill my memories into you and unleash your powers, the powers you were born with. When you were in your mother's womb, you have so much power that we haven't seen, that you were able to lift everything from within the womb. It was quite destructive power, and we feared that it will kind of turn you into a monster, or you might not be able to control it. So we sealed it away, thanks to Kurama's help. Who is Kurama? Naruto said, after listening to his father's word. That would be me, kid. As I said, I was on good terms with your mother, and we were friends basically. She was much better than me too, and even listened to me and freed me from that cursed seal. When she knew what happened to me, she said that it was because of us humans that I suffered. And I apologize to you again. That night, I killed your parents, but I was under a genjutsu. Genjutsu cast by an Uchiha, who was the one who caused me to get sealed in Mito Uzumaki, and then into your mother, and now into you. As Naruto's eyes widened, but if you say that, then he should be quite old. Yes, he should be by logical saying dead, but because of his dojutsu, who is now beyond powerful, he can't die. He has eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, and I believe he has awakened the final form of it, the Rinnegan. As Minato's and Kushina's eyes widened, you mean Madara? He's still alive out there? Yes, He wasn't hunted down. Nobody bothered. They all targeted the kid. As I said, I will transfer your parents' memories into you and unlock your power, but you have to control it, Naruto. For a whole month you have to learn your powers. They're quite beyond us, even me. Even if I dare say so myself, beyond the rabbit goddess herself. Who is she? As Minato and Kushina were quite shocked at this, they knew the gravity of Naruto's powers, and they were afraid somewhat that their son might turn evil or won't be able to control his own powers. But they trusted him. Are you up for it, kid? Hi. As then, suddenly Naruto felt a surge of memories entering his body. All of Kushina's taijutsu, kenjutsu, fuinjutsu, all of the knowledge that she had regarding battle, and even where she kept all her hidden scrolls and secrets were transferred into Naruto, and so could be said for the father as well. As after that, Naruto gained the knowledge of his parents and his powers back. As Naruto woke up with a jolt next morning, his whole body was sweating. What was that? Kid, I just unlocked your powers. You have to go to the woods. The woods that you faced that snake bastard in. You have to train there. As Naruto went into the forest of death once again, and this time to train. As he then looked towards a tree, as he focused his powers towards the hand, as he saw in front of him the tree bursted into splinters. His eyes widened. That was an old 100 years old tree, and it was so huge that even the woodcutter, if started to cut it, it will take him 6 months to cut it down. But Naruto just did that, as then a book manifested out of chakra in front of him, his own energy. It had the title of The Secrets of the Powers of the Scarlet Witch written on it. As then the first page opened. Hi, my name is Wanda, and if you're reading this, then you must be an Uzumaki who has manifested my powers, the powers of the Scarlet Witch. I am not proud of myself for what I did, but I was once known as a hero. I lost my way when I lost my family, when I lost my love, but I hope you don't lost yourself to these powers, because these powers are capable of corrupting you. Heck, I wasn't even able to save myself from being corrupted, but because of some of my friends who showed me the true face of reality, I was able to gain control back and write this book down. Now what you're about to see holds the secrets to the power's full capabilities. You have to learn it and be careful of it, and be wary of it constantly. You cannot let it get to your head, or you'll be the one who will be being controlled by your said powers, by the said witch within you, or the devil, if you're a girl or boy. This is Wanda Maximoff. Good luck. The letter vanished as suddenly the book opened, as words started to fly off of it. As suddenly Naruto's mind absorbed each and every one of the words, as a third eye opened there on his forehead, behind his forehead protector. As Naruto felt pain, he lifted his forehead protector to see that his eye was open. He could see spirits and even demons. He knew the knowledge of the powers of the Scarlet Witch, and he smirked. Good. Now I have the means to defeat them. 1 month passed, and as we see that everyone was prepared. Back in the chunin exam stadium, the Kage and everyone has gathered. Everyone was sitting there. As Neji was called because his match with Naruto was first, as Inoue Sakura who was there. Hey Sakura, where's Naruto? I don't know, I just hope that Baka gets here in time. Since I didn't even train him. What? What do you mean? I heard everything. 1 month ago when Naruto visited Sasuke-kun in his hospital room, and Kakashi Sensei just outright said that he won't train Naruto. And when I asked on my own, he said the same thing to me. I don't know why, but Sasuke-kun is getting special treatment. Don't you think it's kinda good? No, it is not, We are all supposed to be a shinobi. I've seen that in the first A-rank mission. I was useless. Naruto was able to do some better than me. And even Sasuke-kun was able to do some better than me. Even though we were defeated badly and might have not survived if our sensei wasn't there, or because of Naruto awakening that power, that red chakra-ish power, we might have been dead. Why did you never told me about this, forehead? I don't know, but I, at that moment, realized that Sasuke isn't supposed to be my goal. My goal is to become a strong Konoichi. That is why I wanted to become a ninja in the first place. As Ino then said, forehead, it just made me realize that we have been wasting our times with that Uchiha bastard. He might be as well as gay. Yeah, you're right, he might be gay, as Sakura agreed. So, what do you think about Naruto? Unknown to them, Hinata, although bandaged up, was listening to this, as she clenched her fist so hard that her plaster that was on her hand broke. As Kurenai said to Hinata, Hinata, are you alright? No, sensei, that was piteous. They're just going to howl over my Naruto-kun now. Where is he? Talking about Naruto, Kiba said, as Akamaru yipped. As Shino then said, adjusting his glasses, he might be here in no time. Ooh, a red mist appeared, and out of it, Naruto walked out, wearing a red long jacket and black gloves, fingerless, black underneath shirt, and black shinobi pants with black shinobi sandals. His blonde hair was down, covering his eyes. His forehead protector was tied to his arm now. As Ino and Sakura blushed, wow, talk about glow up, said Ino. Nay, forehead, dibs on him? You're on, pig. And plus, he said he loves me, and always tries to go out with me, so yeah, I'm going to win this one, even if you said dibs on Sasuke first, and on Naruto as well. You both will stay out of my way, said Hinata, as both of the girls turned towards a bandaged up Hinata. As she was gritting her teeth, her Bakugan activated. Whoa, calm down, Hinata, said Kiba as Hinata glared at him. Yes, ma'am, I'm just going to sit down here and avoid. Girls, you're on your own, Kiba said, as he was now whimpering badly, and so was Akamaru, and Shino was just sitting away from her. Kurenai sighed. Hinata, calm down, as Hinata just and looked towards the stadium. So you finally showed your face, Uzumaki. I thought that you were scared, as if fate has declared me the winner. Proctor, just begin the match. Why are you ignoring me, you clanless bastard? Me? Clanless? As Naruto started to laugh, his laughter was heard throughout the whole stadium, as everyone was silent. Oh really now? Ever heard about Uchiha Kakure? The Kage? The Jonins? Eyes widened. How does Naruto know about this? As Hinata then asked, Sensei, what is Uchiha Kakure? It is the place where the Uzumaki clan lived. They had a whole village to them, Kiba said. They were so strong that it took 3 villages combined to wipe them all out. And they were just 500 in numbers. The Uzumaki clan? Said Shino. That is quite surprising. Naruto belongs to such a strong clan. As Naruto then looked towards Neji, who was in a confused state. So what? Uzumaki is just a name. You see that swirl on any Jonin's jacket and on Konoha's walls, right? It's not a normal swirl. It is the symbol of the Uzumaki clan, you bastard. And even in the Hidden Leaf monochrome, Uzumaki's swirl is there, in the center. You all wear my clan's badge. Silence. Let us begin then, as Proctor began the match, as Neji activated his Bakugan. As Naruto was just standing there, as Neji charged, as he closed Naruto, you're within my field of vision. What vision? Naruto said, as Neji looked at his eyes, his hands roaming there, and everyone, even the Kage's eyes widened. Can it be? It wasn't thought. What kind of power is that? Said the Kage quote-unquote Orochimaru. As Kakashi's friends, Jonin's eyes widened, as Neji's eyes were vanished, and there was nothing there. It was just plain skin, as Neji was quite confused what was happening. What happened to Neji? Said Tenten. Sensei. Lee said, I don't know. we might just witness something as well. A whole new. As Naruto lifted Neji up with his hand. As his hand glowed red, as a red mist that he came in with was within it. As Naruto pushed Neji on the wall, as Neji slammed into it, as Naruto did that repeatedly into the other side. He continues this motion, getting Neji out of the wall and slamming it again and again until he was a beaten batter without eyes. After that, Guy jumped in to save Neji. Naruto, please, this is enough. Hinata, is this enough? More than enough, Naruto-kun. Please, just spare his life. Good. As with a single snap, Neji's all wounds healed. Even his eyes appeared back. He looked at Naruto, scared. As everyone was shocked what was happening. Is it the demon's power? No, actually, Naruto said, appearing behind him. As everyone was shocked, Naruto was there, standing, as he was appearing behind the said civilian council member who said these words. This is a power of the Scarlet Witch, Naruto whispered, as the man bursted. Naruto, what are you doing? Today you will all be punished, as my parents wished me to. Today you will answer to who you betrayed. As two souls rose from the ground. It was the manifestation of the soul of Minato and Kushina. As then they gained bodies. Naruto was able to revive them completely, after gaining full control of their power. Hokage-sama, Kushina-sama. As Minato and Kushina looked at them with cold eyes. You all disgust me. You, Hiruzen, promised me that my son will be hailed as a hero. Son? Said the civilian council members. Yes. And Danzo. Naruto appeared behind him. Goodbye. As a portal opened, as Danzo was sucked within it. As many saw that Danzo was being dragged by black hands, those of the devils, as a huge creature, a monster was sitting there with a pitchfork and a huge burning boiling kettle in which Danzo fell with agony screamed as the man roared, giving a scary chuckle as the portal closed shut. Naruto looked at them all. Today will be the redemption for those souls that you have crushed for your own greed, Naruto said, as all those who have been killed wrongfully by the said village and those who have wronged the people rose and started to kill those who have wronged them. Many people died that day. Konoha was cut short, and many were coming towards Orochimaru. Orochimaru's eyes were when he saw that his own parents were there. Kaka-chan, To-chan, why are you with them? Because of you, Orochimaru, we died. Because of your poison, we died. And you will pay for that. We took you in, raised you as our own, and this is how you repay us? Orochimaru wanted to get away. This nightmare to end, but he couldn't. He died there, at the hands of his own parent's soul. At the same time, Kakashi and Sasuke arrived. To see Naruto levitating there and two figures standing on the ground, protecting him from all sides. It was Minato, Namikaze, and Kushina Uzumaki. Kakashi's eyes widened as he saw this. Sensei, Naruto, what is going on? Stay away from my son, Haruki. You are worse than trash. As then, Sasuke was slapped by a figure. Kakashi was. As Kakashi looked at the figure, it was the soul of Rin. Looking at him with glare. You, Kakashi, how could you do this to our sensei's son? You were supposed to take care of him. And you did the same thing you did to me. But Rin, you jumped. I know what I did. And you disregarded my wish. You disregarded Obito's wish. You threw, Kakashi, what we as a team and our sensei taught us out of the window. You disregarded our wishes and you abandoned his son that you had every right to take after and look after him. But Rin, I was suffering, and so was he for the past 13 years. You were as well, and yet you couldn't lift a finger, covered. You disgust me, Haruki. Get out of my sight, said Rin, as Sasuke was just standing there, as his mother soul approached him and slapped him so hard that he fell on the ground. Mother, why? You disgust me, Sasuke. You became what Itachi wanted you. You're no better than him. My last wish was he was able to protect you, and yet he couldn't. And you yourself destroyed what you had, your innocence. You're not my son. You're just a monster like Itachi. With those words, all the souls disappeared into the plane of the spirit realm. But Naruto's parents remained. As he walked towards Sakura and Ino, as well as Hinata, who was sitting there together, quite scared of what was happening, as Kurenai came in between them, as Naruto with his hand movement shoved her out of the way. Move. With these words, Naruto was in front of them, as he lowered his head and kissed each and every one of them. You three are going to be my Himes. I can sense a huge amount of love coming from each and every one of you. But I'm quite surprised that you, and you especially Sakura, are sending me this feeling that you love me. Well, to be honest, Naruto, it was always there, and when you saved me constantly, I started to gain feelings. I always questioned, did I like Sasuke or did I like you? Then I realized at one time that Sasuke was nothing more than a childish crush. A crush that was just that, admiration, nothing else. On the other hand, you showed me kindness, love, and adoration that I always desired from Sasuke, but couldn't get. And you opened my eyes, Naruto. And believe me when I say this, I will help you, even if you have to go and walk on the path of hell. I will be there with you. So will I. I'm not going to fall behind, forehead. Yeah, right, peg. Me too, Naruto-kun. You have saved me. You are my only hope and light in this darkened world. As Naruto hugged all three of them, as they all blushed, as suddenly the three of the girls, along with Naruto and his parents, disappeared, leaving a battered Konoha there. Hiruzen, those of his friends' parents, and some of their parents' friends were able to survive. The people who didn't do anything wrong to Naruto was able to survive, but all the rest were dead. Konoha's number dropped from 10,000 to only 2,000. It was quite a drastic number decrease, but they were still there, out there. Konoha was going to be reduced in number in the village holster of being the most powerful village now. And the spies were going to deliver this message back to their Kages. Month has passed since then, the disappearance of Naruto, Ino, Hinata, and Sakura, and nobody knew where they went. Neji has been scared and broken. He has been traumatized. His eyes, his pride dojutsu was nothing more in front of Naruto. He was able to make it disappear, show him eternal darkness, and within those moments when he was beaten into batter, he realized just how futile or how pathetic his dojutsu was. So much for the 360 vision. He had to train in every aspect of his body to get to that level. On the other side, Zatsuru reached the Akatsuki base to tell them what occurred. What do you mean, some sort of power? The power is more dangerous. It is said to have lost. There was a witch long before even the descendant of the rabbit goddess. She came from another time dimension. Nobody knew where she came from. But she had enormous powers. She married into an Uzumaki clan, and that book was said to be lost that hold the secrets of that full potential of that power. Nobody knew what it could do, and I saw it. Today, many souls were summoned to get their revenge. Many restless spirits, many dojutsu were lost. Konoha's number has reduced from 10,000 to 2,000 only within 8 hours. Nobody knows what he can do now. What do you mean he? Said Konan. Naruto Uzumaki, the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails. Itachi's eyes widened. He has gained his powers back and revived his mother and father, who are none other than the yellow flash of Konoha and the Red Death. Nagato's eyes widened. It was his sister, his long-lost sister that he was split up with, as he left with his parents who died shortly after, leaving him orphaned in Amegakure, while his sister was sent in Konoha, summoned by Mita-sama. So, my own nephew is the Jinchuriki. So what do you suggest? Abandon Akatsuki. We have to wait until he dies. I have to start again, damn, I cannot wait to free my mother, but now he unlocks his accursed powers. Damn it. as Naruto appeared there. Ah, this is where I sense so much negativity from. As Zetsu's eyes widened. No, no! As in Naruto's hand was the head of a woman. It was none other than Kage Otsutsuki. Mother, you bastard! As Naruto lifted him up, as he was turning to molecules in front of them. As the Akatsuki for the first time, all of them, X-rank missing nins, felt something. Fear. Fear for their lives. This person in front of them just destroyed what known as the Rabbit Goddess. Everyone saw the face and knew for sure that she was some important figure. And from Nagato's Rinnegan, he realized who she was. You killed the Rabbit Goddess. Yes, I did, uncle. You know. Yes, I just read your mind. Naruto said, appearing on his side. The real Nagato side, who was hiding in a fake tree. How are you here? What are you going to do with me? Nothing. You are my uncle, and you were led into a death trap by that creature who had destroyed. You will be coming back and living with our family in Uzushio Gakure. I revived the Uzumaki clan. We are going to turn this place upside down, kill all those who have wronged us. You mean you're going to destroy the 3 villages? Yes, but only those who were involved. No innocent will be killed. And with that, true peace will be achieved. I will make sure of that. On the other side in Konoha, Jiraiya was called back, and so was Tsunade. They were informed what was happening. You mean the demon hasn't taken over Naruto's body, and I willingly abandoned my godson? Tsunade said, yes, it was all a hoax, a genjutsu showed to you by none other than Koharu Hamura, who died. Thanks to Naruto awakening his powers. You said these powers are of the Scarlet Witch. I have to call Toads. Don't worry, I have already asked Enma, he knew. Scarlet Witch was a woman, a mutant, as she said, from another dimension, a whole new plane. She came here just to get away and start a new life. And that she did after marrying into an Uzumaki after falling in love with that person. Her powers continued down her line, but didn't manifest until Naruto, said Jiraiya and Tsunade, as Hiruza nodded. And what is his aim? That power is said to be dangerous. It can do many wonders that one would desire, but it can corrupt the user. Naruto has already revived his parents as a countermeasure if it gets out of control, and from the looks of it, his main goal is to get revenge on all those accursed souls that we have cursed. What do you mean, we? We as in whole elemental nations. The whole elemental nations are going to face a being beyond our imagination. Sage of the Sixth Path might pale in its comparison. Sensei, we have to look out for him. No, you can't, said a figure appearing there from the red mist. Naruto, why are you here? Hiruzen said, being on guard. Gigi, relax. All those people who have been survived are those who I have no bothering with. And they're just innocent people. I don't kill innocent. I only kill those who have wronged those who died. And as you said, I didn't kill anyone. The killed ones, their victims were the one who killed them. What about Danzo? That was a demon that was created by Danzo himself in his own personal hell, created by those victims down there that were dragging him, that he killed for his own personal gains. As everyone's eyes widened. What's your plan, Naruto? Going to bring peace here. And by doing so, I have to kill each those greedy bastards out there and show every village that the peace can be achieved by leaving aside their frustration and anger of the past. Leave the past in the past, be buried. Start anew. If they can't, then they shall as well perish. And that Naruto did. Within 6 months, everything changed. The population of the whole elemental nation had fallen down drastically, cut down to bare 10% to 20%. These were the amount of innocent people left, while the rest died, killed. The Kages were chosen: Kuretsuchi, Mei Terumi, Gaara, and Darui. And as for Uchiha, it was Minato. The reason was still there, as these 6 villages formed an alliance, and vowed that, under the oath of the Scarlet Witch, that they will not break this alliance no matter what happens, and they will set aside their hatred and try to resolve as best as they could with just peace talks, so that they won't have to send any children or new generation to bid their wars and tellings. And everyone agreed, as the crest was formed. Those who broke this crest will perish alongside their village. This was what Naruto told them. And he also married his Himes and gave them the love they deserved. And he had many children. He had Sarada from Sakura, Boruto and Himawari from Hinata, and Inosuke from Ino and him. Now Kushina and Minato were happy to be grandfather and grandmother of said childrens, but they were quite young, so they gave another sibling to Naruto. Talking about sibling, Kushina and Nagato met, and there was a peaceful reunion. And Conan was introduced, and Kushina teased him, as both of them blushed. And after finally many years of on and off, they finally decided to marry and have a child of their own, Yahiko Uzumaki. And they were happy as well. The world was finally at peace, as we see Wanda in Afterlife smiling down as her husband came there. Why are you smiling, honey? It's nothing, it's just that my successor was able to bring peace with those powers. He was able to achieve what I couldn't. He was able to achieve peace and family that I desired. But you have us here, Ma, said her children running inside, even those from Wanda and Vision. As she chuckled, yes I do. And it's good to be back. I'm happy for you, Naruto, she thought, looking lastly at Naruto before walking with her family, before disappearing in heaven. As Naruto smiled, looking up in the sky, thanks, Wanda. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing out. Peace!